All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna be working on the club car again. The wife is pushing hard for this thing to be up and running and ready to go. So I think the easiest way to fix what we need to fix is gonna be to take the body off of it. All the cables and everything are under there, and it's really like 6 or 7 bolts maybe to get the body off of this thing. Not too bad, and it'll make working on it 10 million billion times easier. So let's just jump right into it and start cutting the heads off of bolts. Got a really broke rusted bolt now. Well, we actually had one come off. Here's the progress. Not a lot. All the bolts up here, the heads are pretty much rounded off and rusted off, so we're just going straight to the cutoff wheel and just zip. They're fighting, but I'm getting them out. If y'all are watching this and you're thinking about buying a golf cart, hopefully yours isn't as rusted as mine. So one of the steps of taking the body off is you have to get these, I don't know, they look like seat belt buckles. This is where your seat slots into. You have to take these off, so because this plastic is attached to an aluminum frame. So we got to get these off, and since they're so rusted, I think the best way to do it is I would just get the drill with the drill bit and just drill them out real quick. Comes off like a rivet, and it's hot. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just picking up on the seat belt buckle, as I'm going to call it, and going to break the rest of the bolt off. So the next bolts we need to try to get off are right down there. I'm going to hit it with a sniper shot. Alright, I'm still fighting rusted bolts. So I need to remove the shifting mechanism, and of course it's got Phillips head screws in the front, and it's just rusted up and I can't get it off. So what I'm gonna try to do is take the linkage off and then just leave the knob and everything in the car. So let's see if we can get this off without breaking it. Oh, that wasn't bad at all. Okay, don't have to loosen it, just pull it off. So go figure, I couldn't get these bolts back through. They're just stuck. I think there's something like an electrolysis with steel and aluminum. They seize themselves to each other. I think that's what I'm dealing with. Now, per the Googling I did, there's a bolt about right here and right here. And we have to get all these plastic push pins out. And I don't have the tool that gets them out clean, so I'm gonna destroy them real quick. 2 flathead screwdrivers. And just try to roll them out. Now I'm gonna gently grab this with channel locks and just pull. So that's how I do it. I'm not gonna bore you to death with doing the rest of them. I'm gonna knock them out real quick. So now that we've got all the plastic clips off, we can expose what used to be 2 screws. They're pretty much rusted in 2. So I think these have nuts up under them, so I'm gonna see if I can break the nuts free. If not, well, they're gonna get the treatment again. So I just looked under here. I'm gonna show it to you, but the nuts that were there, they're gone. They're completely rusted and gone. You see that? That was the nut, and that was the nut. So instead of trying to swing a hammer and get under here and knock them the rest of the way off, I'm just gonna drill the heads. A little PB blaster for lubrication. There you go. And like a rivet, she's gone. Now, there's still a washer there. So I just knocked it the rest of the way. Got the washer off. Whenever the body's off, I'm gonna have to come through here and probably with a punch and start knocking these things out. God, I was not prepared for how rusty and crusty these bolts are on this thing. Thought I was just gonna come out here in about 10 minutes, impact, zoom, 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 and it'd be off. But it is what it is. This type of stuff happens. 4 more bolts. Should be all we lack. The seat mounts. Let's go ahead and knock them off. Okay. Now, if my calculations are correct, we should just be able to pick this up off of here. Rust and grime. 21 years. This is a 03. 21 years. And the body's off of it for the first time. This is going to make it so much easier to change these cables and clean up the motor, change the oil, clean up all of this stuff on the starter, troubleshoot what's going on with the electrical system. This off real quick. There we go. Done. I missed it a little bit on that one. That and my drill bit got dull right there at the end, so it fought me a little bit more than I wanted. There should only be 2 bolts holding the bumper on. I just broke one of them. So, see if I can break the other one real quick. Yeah, I just broke that one too. Oh, come on. I don't get it. It's almost like I paid 150 bucks for this thing. Let me get the hammer. I'm just gonna beat on it. I've come up with a solution to my problem, and guys, I can't even believe this. I broke the nut that was holding the bolt on the back side off, and I had to drill the head off too, because it is so froze up in the frame that, I mean, it won't even pull out. It won't even let go enough to just to pull the bumper off. So I had to drill the head off. And after this is all said and done, I'm gonna have to come in here with a punch, I guess, and just start knocking bolts out. I mean, this is ridiculous. But we're almost done. I'm almost done. One more bolt left to drill out. There you go. Finally got it drilled out. Same there, just completely rusted. All that for these 2 little plastic pins right here. Oh, come on, man, don't tell me the dadgum light. That light tried to whoop me, y'all. Clean the lens off. Good gracious. Guess what? No surprise. It wouldn't loosen up. That bolt broke too. I mean, I think I've actually loosened maybe three bolts the entire time. The rest of them have been either been drilled or broken. It's ridiculous. I lied to y'all. Four little bitty screws holding this on. Maybe we can save this one. Ta-da! Look at this bad boy now, fully disassembled ish. It really needs, everything steel on this needs to be replaced. Everything aluminum is okay, but everything steel needs to be redone. Well, after further inspection, my steering rack is, or well, this isn't really my steering rack. It's kind of more of a stabilizer for the steering rack. It's actively disintegrating before my eyes. We're just gonna pretend like we didn't see any of this and ignore it for now. There's nothing we can do about it right now. Well, the camera died on me mid-pressure wash, but it's good enough, you know. I mean, I could probably sit out here for 4 or 5 hours, but I don't have 4 or 5 hours. I actually have to work tomorrow. I just got off early to handle some stuff, but the body's off. It's scattered around through the yard, and it has been cleaned. And I'm gonna leave it like this until I get all the cables and everything in, and I'm gonna change them all just like this. I don't think I'm gonna do any painting on the body. It's probably just clean it up and put it back on for now. And in the future, you know, we'll do some more work to the body of it. Maybe paint it. Me and one of the subscribers from Sweden been talking about maybe British racing green. I kind of like that color. So I'll see you next time. I appreciate you for watching.